When we sleep, we have power of speech, power of eyes, power of mind, power of walking, power of talking. Where do they go when we sleep? And where anything goes, there where it comes from. Like the ice comes from the water, it will go back to the water only. Anything goes into unmanifest where it has come from. When we wake up, all our powers come from me only, from I only. Power of talking, power of walking. If the person is sleepy and he walks, he may fall down. Or he may not hear properly. Or he may not. Many times you are writing something and you are sleepy, you can see that whole writing goes away. I don't know whether you have experienced. I have experienced. And later on you wonder, you feel so ashamed. It's really a bad scribble. I have experienced that. Because the power of writing, power of hand goes away. Or it is wanting to go away. So you are just writing something. It goes back to your own self because it has come from the self. Power does not have independent existence. This power is held in the self by our Ishwar inside. This is not the Jeev's power. I'm not talking about pure consciousness. Pure consciousness is one layer. On other layer is the Ishwar. On third layer is all the powers. And this is the Devi. This is the Devi who is holding all the powers from inside. And therefore what you will speak, she can control. Because, see, three layers. One is the pure self. No difference of power and powerful in the pure self. Second layer is of the Devi, who pervades the whole Brahmand, who expresses in you as the holder of your powers. And then comes from her, this three-tier arrangement is there, and from her comes all the other powers. And this is the three-tier. And when a person wakes up, this Devi propels all the power to all the sense organs. And when a person sleeps, all the power go back to it, to its own Devi's lap. And therefore, again I'm repeating it, if somebody has done something wrong, she takes away the power of speech. She takes away the power of thinking. She takes away the power of taking right decisions. And if somebody has done something right, same Devi, at the microcosmic level, she gives the power of thinking rightly. And therefore, anybody who does upasana of any god, that Devi, that Shakti sits here and starts giving all the good thoughts. The secret of somebody's extraordinary thinking, especially in spiritual matters, is she. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu vidyarupena samsita. You saw yesterday. What was the name of that boy? Satyavrat. Utathya. Satyavrat, if you remember. He was dullard. He was a born dullard. But just he chanted the mantra, I am by mistake. And that Devi, she came here and he changed. Now, that topic I'll come a little later on. Please take this thing, individual level it is okay. Please take this thought out from the mind. What thought? Guess what I'm going to say? Arey, what I can guess? Because I'm repeating this. I've said it many times. Power is? Take this away from the mind, that any power is independent power. Small powers, like in a microcosmic level, the power are dependent on the consciousness or the Devi at the microcosmic level. At the macrocosmic level, the power of ocean, the power of earth, the power of sun, the power of moon, the power of the whole Brahman, they sleep in the macrocosmic Devi there. She is the Durga there. And all powers come from her and stay in her only. She pervades all the powers. And therefore no power has any independent existence. You feel the power is independent. Or the power of sun is independent. Power doesn't have independent existence. This is the Mayic aspect. Because it has to depend on something. This is called, everything is dependent. This paperweight is dependent on the desk. There is ashray. Desk is dependent on this, not hall, stage. Stage is dependent on the hall. Hall is dependent on the ashram. Ashram is dependent on Chatsworth, 705. 703? Okay, sorry. So many years have passed, still I'm making. So that is dependent on whole Chatsworth. That is dependent on Durban. Durban is dependent on KwaZulu-Natal. KZN say. KZN say. KZN. So that is on KZN. KwaZulu-Natal. Okay. And this KwaZulu-Natal is dependent on whole South Africa. Whole South Africa is dependent on Africa. Africa is dependent on globe called Earth. Earth is dependent on space. अब बोलो आगे. Space should also be dependent on something. Now don't say space is dependent on Earth. Space, now because anything in Earth has to be dependent on something other than itself. And therefore, the space, they say, is dependent on the cosmic mind. Because if you take away your mind, space is not there. When your mind comes, then only space comes. And your individual mind and the cosmic mind are one. So that cosmic mind of the God, on that is the space dependent. Oh. And now you tell me, if that is a cosmic mind, there should be a conscious power behind that cosmic mind. On whom? Power of space, power of air, power of fire, power of water, power of earth, power of all jivas. All are dependent on that. On that what? On that cosmic supreme power who is conscious, who is infinite, who is called in Sagun Sakar form as Durga. It is not independent thing. This is the challenge. Because Maya has done such a damage. As if, I'm hearing about you bad only since last 200 years. And now you are but not bad. Now somebody is trying to convince me, no, he is not like that. It is like that only. This is the challenge of a teacher. Because we have jad buddhi. Everything is inert. We take away Ishwar and then think. And therefore our effort is every time bring that again. So that power is the one, which power? That cosmic, conscious, infinite, all-controlling, maker of world, sustainer of world, dissolver of world, that power who gives everything, who takes everything, who is present in the microcosmic also and the macrocosmic also, she is called the Durga. Oh. Then what shall I do? You keep quiet and listen. Okay. Don't say anything in between. Don't fight also. Let us first discuss. One dentist was married with, you know that what you do? Manicures? Pedicure. Huh? No, manicure. Manicurature? Who's the, what is it called? Huh? No, what is a person called who does that? Manicurature, something like that. One who does manicure. So she was a girl. And this dentist was a person. So when they were fighting a lot, you know how they were fighting? Tooth and nail. So don't in between, just listen properly. I think no tube light is there today. See, we have a tendency to make anything small, finite without God. This is our really bad tendency. And this Navaratri is a festival to try to see that power which is behind the space and which is controller of all. And yesterday I am reminding, that nothing is called power of an object. Actually, it is the object of power. It is one power which expresses an object. It is not, it is I have my speech. No, through speech, tongue has come out. The speech is not the property of my tongue. Speech is only expressing through that tongue. Because tongue can lose the speech also. And all the power is not inert power. Without the consciousness, it is inert power. But with the consciousness, that power, one Durga, is expressing in 100 million ways. This is the point here. So what shall I do? We should not become hungry, starving for one small power of an object. Because power of an object will go away. Power of beauty of a person will go away. But beauty per se won't go away. Beauty of Durga won't go away. Hello? Beauty of flower will go away. Beauty of man, woman will go away. Beauty of house will go away. But beauty without an object will not go away. This objectless beauty is Durga. Okay. Intelligence will go away. Intelligence of person may go away. You say person is very intelligent. Very intelligent person also does something foolish. There is no intelligent doctor who has not failed somewhere. So howsoever intelligent you may be, sometime intelligence will act, sometimes it won't act. You will also wonder, how can I do such a mistake? How can I think like that? So intelligence expressing through any apparatus may go away. But intelligence without what? Without the finite expressed area will not go away. The life of a person, we say. Actually, life is not the property of a person. That because he will lose the life. Life of a person will go away. No. But life without a person won't go away. Love of person will go away. Well, he loved me, now he doesn't love me. Our love has become a history. Why? I don't know, such chemistry came up. Because we are not mathematically compatible. An old couple were there. So the lady asked to her old husband, 70, tell me how old I look. She was 66. So he said, as per your figure, you are hardly 27, 28. As per your voice, you are hardly 30. And as per your walk, you are hardly 30. And as per your cooking, you are again 30. So this lady was very good. He said, wow, you made me so young. Then the man said, no, add all. You have to add all of them. Love of a person will go away. Because person himself will not be there. Who will love you? By whom the father, mother who loved me, by that father has left me, now he is no more. Unless he is a church father. Or that mother is there. Mother has left me. She is no more. Love from a person will go away. But love from that infinite Devi will not go away. Upasana is to go from the finite to the infinite. From the limited apparatus of expression, go to the one which was without any medium. Go and see without medium. Directly call her. Because you are making the love the finite property of a person. And you are after a finite property. I want his love. I want his attention. Arey, tum kya kar rahe yaar? I want the love of my wife. I want the beauty of my wife. I want the, handsomeness of my husband. I want the work of my... Arey, dekho, tum off karke jab lagaoge na, to tum khud hi off ho jaoge. Don't make off. Otherwise you will become off. You don't try to get a thing from a small source. This is a retail one. Don't go to the retail if you want to take quite a bulk. In the retail shop, I'm right now. See, I have less knowledge about that thing. Retail means what you are sending. But if you want something in too bulk, don't go for the retail. No, I want 100 kg of potato. Don't go to the retail now. Don't go where there is bulk is available. If you want little love, it is okay. Somebody, even dog can give you. Cat can give you. Or what you brought. Hamster. That can also give you. Little love. By doing like this. Around your body. And you know, our cat was there. She used to rub her body against the person who stood. And she used to lie down like that. Lie down. Quite a domestic kind of nature she had. Better than some of you. Anyway. So, my point is, my point is, that if you want something finite and you want to cry, no, he has gone, my love has gone. Arey, tum kya kar rahe ho yaar? Tum aadmi ho ki kya ho? You are a pant or a person? What are you talking? If you want a finite love, you will have to cry because you thought that love, that intelligence, that beauty is the characteristic of a person of a particular shape. What I am saying here, that love, beauty, intelligence, or what is it called, handsomeness, or vidya, all are not a property of a small object. they are in infinite measure, and the one who has that in infinite measure, she is called Durga. Why can't we approach our own mother and claim that, give me intelligence, give me love, give me power, and she'll give me? The Navaratri is a festival to approach her without a medium. Have trust on that. And the mantras are the medium. Yesterday you saw that. I am he chanted that. Let us approach her. Let us go. We have not been trained to think like that. And I told you that our finiteness is so much. You know what? Little a person gets burned and his face is not worth seeing also. The acid attacks are there, you can see. Or even somebody gets burned slightly. Or even some mark comes here. Forget burning. Some mark also comes here, for some black mark, stain comes here. So the face is disturbed. Face beauty has gone now. Or somebody's intelligence can easily go away. Somebody, one person was in America, highly intelligent from somewhere in India. His brother met me, proper in the universities. And one day he was going in New York street, and some people mugged him. And they beat him and shot him. So when they shot him here, the bullet went inside, didn't come out. But he lost all his intelligence. In 2 minutes, all things happened. In 2 minutes, the university topper, the most glorious student of the city, was reduced to a vegetable. Still he is alive. But they say, because there is no way you can take out the bullet from him. Still the bullet is there. But he's alive. But he doesn't know anything. I said, just a small thing, everything goes away. There are fevers in which a person loses their memory. There are certain fevers. Certain diseases are there. A person loses his memory sometimes. Loses his intelligence sometimes. Parkinson's is there. Alzheimer's are there. So many diseases are there. You please try to doubt the smallness. Any small thing's beauty, see it with a doubt. Only what? Doubt? Yes, what doubt? Doubt that this is not his. This is not his. Oh. Supposing you give me love. I should not think this is your love. I should think this is the love of the Devi coming to me. Supposing you are very intelligent, then I should not think you are intelligent. I should think this is Devi's intelligence who is expressing through this. This training of mind to go back to the absolute cause is called the Upasana of Devi. And because from her everything has come out, and therefore she is our mother. Before I go to the very beautiful story, 1 or 2 points I have to say. Just please be attentive. The morning only I was sitting, so this thought was coming in my mind. When we are in the womb of a mother. We are in the womb of the mother. Then we are out of the womb and we are born, right? I'm telling you one thing. You won't believe it, but I'm telling you. That wombness of the womb is of the Durga only. What? Slowly say. Wombness. The capacity to have a womb. That Shakti to have a womb is Durga. Is not of the finite mother. Actually, she had kept us in her womb. Actually, it is not the finite mother who had kept her in her womb, because the capacity of holding and conceiving was of the Devi only. So we were in the Devi's womb. We were in the womb of Mother Durga only. And therefore she is our mother. Arey, you are after me. Yes, I am after you. Why you are after me? Because you are after the wrong thing. Therefore I am after you. You are after wrong emotions. And then when you, please get my point. And please think over it. I am not joking. When you suck the mother's milk also, breast also, that was the breast of Durga Ji. Because the breastness and the milkness was of the infinite mother expressing through the finite apparatus. Oh, You mean to say we drank the milk of Mother Durga? Exactly. Oh, so thank you so much. And when you are in the lap of your mother, the lapness, the power to have she can hold, this power is of Durga only and not the finite mother. Like she has held the whole Brahmand in her lap. At the macrocosmic level, she has held whole Brahmand in her lap. And this whole world was called Hiranyagarbha. It was in the womb of the mother only. Okay. And whole world was nourished by her only. Everybody is nourished by her. Nourishing power is her. Conceiving power is her. Putting in the womb power is her. Loving power is her. It is expressing only through finite person for a finite time. That mother who held you when you were small, now she can't hold you. You are so big now. At that time you are hardly, what is the weight, baby's weight? 5 kg. 4-5 kg. Huh? Some are overweight from that time only. What is that? 2-3. हम बताओ इन लोग 4-5 बता रहे हैं. 4-5 बता रहे हैं. Huh? 4-5 is overweight, I think. Don't try to justify yourself by putting him overweight. Anyway. So, that mother had taken you in her lap. ठीक? Now you are 75. चलो 65 बोल देते हैं. She's around 65. Huh? 63 बोल देते हैं. 62, 63. Little less. As if, अरे लूट 2-3 किलो is little less. बेकार की बात करते हैं. 2-3 किलो को little less बोलते हैं. Now your mother cannot hold you. Lapness, to keep you in her lap was not her nature. But that Durga Ma still holds you. Still she holds you. Otherwise you would have fallen down. Still she nourishes you. How? Every day she gives you something to eat. That mother has gone. But the same Durga is nourishing you through somebody else who plays with you, who talks to you. Apparatus has gone. Element power flow is same. I can change the bulb. Electricity is same. Don't say nobody still loves me. Still somebody loves you. Still somebody plays with you. Still somebody laughs with you. The finiteness goes away. Got my point. That teacher gone, that mother has said this is called apple, this is called boy. But somebody else has come now to teach you. It is the same Vidya Devi. That element is same. Nourishing power, teaching power, loving power, sustaining power is same. Taking you in a lap power is same. Embracing power is same. And that is called who? That is called, bolo, Ma Durga. Reconnect, please. Only thing, we don't see her because our eyes are defective. Maya has come into between. We are habituated to seeing something small, cheap, tangible. Like you can see my body. But unless you come close to me, you can't see my love. To see my love, you have to come close to me and experience me. Outside, you will only see my body. You see my eyes. But my knowledge, you can't see me. My love, you cannot see me. My faith, you cannot see me. My puja time, you cannot see me. Everything about my deeper aspect, you cannot know me unless you love me. I can only see your external body. But your inner faith, your inner thing, I cannot see. So So that mother's internal emotions you cannot see unless you get close to her. And this is where this puja is going to help us. Well, Swamiji, I am Krishna Bhakt, I am Ram Bhakt, you are confusing me so much. I think I'll become Devi Bhakt like that. Arey ruko yaar, tum phir gadbad kar gaye. There is only one God. He alone is expressing as Devi. He alone is expressing as Shiv. He alone is expressing as Krishna. Chinta kyun karte ho? Your Isht has come in another form. What problem you have? Don't differentiate between your Isht and your Devi. Differentiation is a sin. She alone is expressing. Shiva alone is expressing as Parvati. Krishna alone is expressing as Durga. Or you hear to please your God. Don't get worried. Oh, thank you so much. I got a relief. To illustrate this principle, there is one story. I hope it is clear now. I can only hope. Because these points are not, we are not right viewers. We see something gross. If I go and see your mother, you don't see my body of my mother. This is not my body. Everybody's mothers appear good, however she may be dark or old or what is it called, grey-haired. You don't see the body of the mother and say, earlier my mother was very good. Now I don't consider her as my mother. Why? Because she has become old. No, body has nothing to do. I see something internal in my mother. So when you are close, you don't see the outer thing. You see something inner also. And that eyes are given by Guru. And that eyes are given by Shastra. Are you getting my point? See that who comes through. And this is not the first birth. Many births we have gone through. And she alone has done that. Okay. This is the main point here. Now let me go to how that mother gives everything. She is the Dhatri. Dhatri means she protects us. She is the Dhatri. Dhatri and Dhatri. She gives everything. Like you go to the mother and you ask, she will give everything. She will not be dependent on outside thing. When I can get from her, why should I be dependent on you? I will not go to the retail shops. I know where is the production. I have direct contact with the production person. Where millions are produced. What this 5-6 packets he has brought? Who? This retail person. Don't want it. He charges also quite a bit. He's charging too much also. I will go to the one from where I get free of cost everything. Here people love you and ask for the cost. I loved you, you also love me. I gave you, you also give me. I gave you money, you also give me money. I gave you attention, you also give me attention. I'm your son, so also you behave me like son. I will go directly there and get everything from there. Everything I'll get it from. And what she will give is amazing. This is told in this story there. The story is there. Please see the story. Be careful about the story. I'll ask which name is who. There was in Koshal Desh. Koshal means? Koshal Desh means? Koshal Desh means? Koshal Desh means? Ayodhya. Koshal Desh, there was one king. His name was Dhruv Sandhi. Well, let me write because you will ask. Dhruv Sandhi. In short, we will call DS. So, he had 2 wives. One was Manorama and second was Leelavati. Manorama, both were good looking and both had very beautiful nature also. From Manorama, very nice son was born. His name was Sudarshan. Sudarshan. Sudarshan means who has good looks, like you all have. Sudarshan. Okay. And after 1 month of the birth of this son, her second wife's name was Leelavati, gave birth to another son whose name was Shatrujit. Shatrujit. So both started growing. Who? Not Manorama and Leelavati. This Sudarshan and Shatrujit, they started growing. They already had grown. So they are small children, they started growing. This Sudarshan was very simple and very quiet and not mixing too much. Not knowing a lot. Not very, what shall I say, smart and not very But good looking he was. Sudarshan name itself means good looking. But he was more dynamic. Shatrujit. Very dynamic, very smart, very good in talking, very good in appearance, very good in archery, very good in horse riding, very good in singing, very good in fighting, because kings had to fight also. So he had those talents were there. And he had a very amiable nature also, very good nature he had. So king slowly became close to him, to Shatrujit. And that Sudarshan was not, he used to speak, he didn't speak too much. He was not that much. Anyway. So all 3-4 with the army, they went for hunting. King went to hunt. And small animals they can easily kill. But one terrible lion came. And that lion, that lion was very angry. Lion is very angry. And seeing that angry lion, this king, whose name was Drusandi, he shot one arrow to that lion. But that lion got more angry. And he pounced on this king straight away. And he tore. If the king pounces, very difficult chances there you can take him out. Because it is very swift. Lion and elephant, there is a difference. Elephant is more powerful. But lion is very swift and very smart and very agile and very dynamic, very fast. Speed is too strong. Yes. In a second, it can just bounce. Lion. Elephant takes a lot of time to get up only. Like some of you get up. So this, he pounced and he tore the king. And he died. Drusandi died. But this lion also was shot after that. So both died. Now the body was cremated in the forest only. Ultimately, the news went to the kingdom. They all came and they said, now the problem is started. Who will be the king? Both were young children. They're not still adults and what is it called? What is it called? No, above 19. What is it called? Huh? The court, there is one word in the court after. That is before that. There is one technical legal word is there. Who can take their own decisions. They were not that. They couldn't take their decision. They were very young, small. So, other ministers said by Sudarshan is elder and he is very quiet also and good looking also. And therefore he should become the king. Her mother's name was? Manorama. Dekho garbad kar gaye. Manorama. And other one, Shatrujit. Now, his nana's name was Yudhajit. And the nana of Sudarshan was Veer Sen. Now, because no strong gent was there, and they both were king. So both came to decide now. Now this said, Yudhajit, who was the nana of Shatrujit, he said because he is much better in all the outline activities, as far as qualities are concerned, he is much smarter, good. Therefore he should become the king. So, but the nana of Sudarshan, whose name was Veer Sen, he said, no, he is better. And both started fighting. He said, no, let us see who wins. Both called their armies. And the fight broke very big. They attacked each other badly. And this Yudhajit killed Veer Sen, who was the father of Manorama. Veer Sen. Veer Sen was the father of Manorama and he was killed by Yudhajit. So Nana of Shatrujit killed the Nana of Sudarshan. Only Nana, Mama always problematic. But I hope you got that. Now this Yudhajit was a very shrewd person. You understood what he will do next? Huh? What he will do? That was okay. But another step is there. He wanted now this to be eliminated. That is called eliminated. He wanted Sudarshan to be eliminated because both will grow up and both will become rivals of each other. So as he was returning, he had a policy that let me eliminate both. Both means son and daughter and mother both. Manorma also and this son also will be killed now. And this, she guessed it. Her mother guessed it. Manorma guessed it. And she became very afraid. And she thought we both will be killed now. See how the time changes. How the time changes. From 1 second you are the queen and next second what will happen now? You are so afraid. From totally fearless you become so fearful all of a sudden. Whole thing has shaken from your whole ground has been shaken. But some grace of God was there. If somebody advises you very well, so you have done some good actions in your life. To get a good guide is most difficult in life. Some good selfless guide, I feel it is one of the biggest gift God could have given to you. Otherwise, many times we feel if I was guided properly from the beginning, I would have made lesser mistakes in my life. Any inspiration figure, guide figure, is very difficult to get. A lot of great men are there. But unless somebody has become very personal with you, you can't grow. A lot of great mothers are there. But for you to grow, someone has to become personal mother. Somebody has to give you personal guidance. And point out you are right, you are wrong, this is the way, this is not the way. Who's matured, experienced, selfless, who doesn't want anything from you. Such kind of person is very rare to have. And she had this punya. And he had one minister, his name was Vidal. So Vidal went to this queen, Manorma. He said, you should just immediately leave the palace. Just leave the palace. And go to Varanasi. There is my uncle there. You go there. And they both fled. Not walked away. Both means, all three rather. Vidal, Manorma and Sudarshan. Sudarshan was just a small boy. And one maid also. One maid also went with her. Because she was a queen. Habit was not there to live alone. On the way as they were going to Varanasi, they were looted badly. Everything was gone. Chariot and everything was looted. Look how the time makes everything very difficult. And they ultimately went to, instead of going to Varanasi, they landed up another good faith. See, Bharadwaj Muni Ashram they landed. Bharadwaj Rishi Ashram. So, there she saw a lot of austere saints are there, Jata and all this. So, saints are the one in front of whom you are fearless because he won't harm me. Sadhu te hoi na karaj hani. Hanumanji, when he tried to wake Vibhishanji, he said, let me introduce. First thing he thought, Sadhu te hoi na, saints won't harm anybody. So you can be very fearless. Because he will not say anything, he will not have any bad intention, he will not loot you, he will not trouble you. He has no hidden agenda in his life. What is there in the front, he will say. Any person is dangerous only when he has very selfish motives. Who thinks bad about you, who complains about you, or who wants to take money out of you, or who has the eyes of lust and passion, who wants to loot something, then such person is a dangerous person. He's like the snake hiding somewhere. You can't trust that. So she became very quiet and fearless. So she told the whole story to Bharadwaj Rishi. Who? Manorma. Follow that. And then Bharadwaj said, don't worry, you be here. See, two good actions. Because of actions only you good associates. Tulsi jaisi bhavat tabeta taisi mile sahay. Tahi ahi pahi aapu pahi tahi taha le jaye. As is your fate, so people come to see you. Well, I went and he looted. Your money had to go, therefore he came. Especially he came to loot you. But he was my most trusted trusted becomes frustrated. And time is not good. Here, Yudhajit came, he did Abhishek of Lilavati. Shatrujit, without seeing see. He did Abhishek of Shatrujit, Shatrujit became the king. Okay, now there was nothing to eat only roots and fruits were there in the ashram now. No proper high class clothes and all these. Very simple bark, the tree. And this boy who was a prince, Sudarshan, he was quietly, whatever was there, he accepted. So, this was there. Now, Yudhajit came to know that these two have fled away. And they have fled to Bharadwaj Muni Ashram. He said, let me kill him, otherwise he will become a potential danger in future. Who? Shatrujit. Sudarshan. Arey, kya hai? Go be here, don't confuse me. Already I'm tired so much. So, there, she was crying in front of Bharadwajji, Manorma. Because this child was too young to understand what is the politics. He was too naive to understand that. Then she told how people kidnap the woman if the husband is not there. Especially a young woman is there. And she is even with the rishis. Jayadratha had kidnapped Draupadi. She told the whole story to Bharadwaji. As if Bharadwaji didn't know. And anyway, he said, don't worry. We will see when it happens, we will see. Now this was going on. He reached Bharadwaji's ashram. Yudhajit. Bharadwaji stopped. He said, see, this Manorma and this son is there, and this is the case. Please hand over him to me. He said, no, I won't do that. He said, if you don't do that, I'll forcibly take him. I'm giving you option to maintain your own dignity. I'm a king and I think from a political angle. You think from a spiritual angle all the time. Here a very wise minister. He said, what should I do, minister? He said, don't try to make him angry. He is a tapasvi person. He will curse you and you will lose all your kingdom. Even if he doesn't curse you, because he has done so much of tapasya, devatas are sitting in him. You will have terrible disease after this. Or your also son will die. So I think better you retrace and go back. He said, but he is growing now. He said, what has to happen will happen. You cannot take away the providence, what has to happen. Let us not mess up this matter too much. Already you had killed her father. Daya sarvatra kartavya, deva dhinamidam jagat, irshaya kim nripashreshta, yad bhavyam tad bhavishyati. Let us have compassion. They are very helpless. What is their fault? What is her fault? What is Manorma's fault in this whole episode? This minister said. And what is that child's fault? What is it? He doesn't know anything. Rather, he has no problem with Shatrujit only. Problem is only between you and that other guy whom you killed. Who? Veersen. You had a problem. Fighting where even these two queens were also not fighting. You don't know the grace of God is such. Vrajam trinayate rajan daiva yogana samshaya. Even a straw can become so heavy. Like Angadji's feet became very heavy. And any heavy thing can become very light. So this world is very difficult. Even the small hair can kill an elephant. And a hair can kill a lion. And a mosquito can kill elephant. If the time is not good, a small thing can kill you. Therefore elephant goes sniffing like that. Because if one ant enters into elephant's trunk, it will kill the elephant. It will go in his brain. So let us make it. And what you are saying is spiritual angle. Spiritual angle only is the right angle. That is the highest level of angle. because it encompasses every level. He said, what shall I do? He said, let's go back. You had darshan of, you can have at the most some dinner you can have. He will treat you well. He will, because you are a king, therefore he will give you some lunch, dinner, but don't try to attack them. And don't do anything forcibly. With saints, etc., don't try to make your relation bad. Because their sankalp will become bad for you and you will be in trouble whole life. They have done tapasya. So if you want a comfortable, quiet life, please go back. So he said, you are right, let me go back now. But if something happens, I've already saying you are again asking the same question. Anyway, he went away. This boy, what is the name? Sudarshan, he was left alone. No identity. Everybody said, hey, his father was killed by a lion. It's a matter of humiliation for the king to be killed by a lion. Hey, who's your father? What's your father's name? He was Dhruv Sandhi. Where is he now? He is no more. Where is your mother? Only she is in the ashram. What ashram? What? Why she is in the ashram? Why not in the kingdom? Everybody, he became a butt of ridicule. He had no answer. He said, Wah, that means you ran away. You lost your kingdom. He had no answer. Then Vidal used to be there, Vidal, the good wisher. Vidal ekasmin samay tatra, Vidal samupagatam, klibeti muni putra, tama mantrayat tadantike. So this Vidal was there and somebody said, hey, Klib. Klib means important. Important. Eunuch. Klib. Sanskrit it is called. He heard Kli. Who? Sudarshan. He got the mantra now. He said, Kli, 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 Kli. Deviji, you don't know how she will grace. And moment he said, Kli, 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 Kli. I mean, although the right word is Klim. Om, Am, Reem, Klim. Without Anuswar, he said Kli. And Devi, somehow she graced. And I told you many times that the mantra of the Devi and Devi are not two. He had a pure mind. He never thought bad about Yudhajit. He never thought bad about I lost your kingdom. He never asked her mother that I will not live here in the fruits and bulbs. He had purest intention. Bijam vai kamaraja akhyam grihitam manasa tada jajap bal kotyartham dhritva chetasi sadaram. See the point here. Very strange point. Devi came as a guru. Devi came in his mind and said, hey, keep on chanting it. Keep on chanting this. And whole day and night, Kli, 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 sleeping, walking, playing, running, jumping. And slowly, as I told yesterday about that boy, who? Satyavrat. His eyes changed. His voice changed. His manner of walking changed. His hairs changed. His attitude changed. His seeing change. और तो और धनुर्वेदम तथा सांगम नीति शास्त्रम विधानतः 41st श्लोक. Slowly, all Vidya started coming into him. Don't get surprised. This is Veda Vyas written, Devi Bhagavat. They have mentioned the place, time. He became very good scholar. Tell me why Deviji was pleased? Don't ask why. If you have done good action, Deviji will be pleased. And after that pleasing, she will give her mantra. And after giving the mantra, she will give darshan. And she will give faith in your heart. Ya Devi Sarvbhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Samsita. So he had darshan of Deviji also. Kadachit sopi pratyaksham Devi Rupam dadarshasha. And what she was putting on? Raktambaram. Red colored sari she was putting on. Red colored sari she was putting on. Raktambaram, Raktavarnam, Rakta Sarvang Bhushanam. And there she was decorated with all the ornaments, like our Deviji is decorated. She gave darshan. Why? She was very happy. Seeing the purity, seeing the love, seeing the sense of devotion to Bharadwaj Rishi. Look what a providence. That earlier brother was only a king. And now you know what he became. And now you know what his hobby became. Tell me what will be his hobby. He used to go near the Ganges. And near the Ganges, he will do upasana of Deviji. Please note, God only will tell in your mind, this is your upasana, if you have done good actions. He didn't have external guru. But Devi became his guru. And of course, Bharadwaji was there. Bharadwaji said, Acha, you have this upasana. Now I'll tell you how to do this now. And he became great devotee of Deviji. Devotee means who takes support from her only. Devotee means who contacts infinite, not the finite. Not through a medium. Like you don't contact your husband and wife through a medium. Somebody who is very close, you don't contact through a medium. If you are very close, you don't contact through a medium. To somebody. No, between husband and wife, I use interpreter. No. I have to come, unless she is very upset, then only you communicate. But here is not the case. Vane tasmin sthita sotha sarva vidyartha tattvavita. And slowly, Devi said, you will need, I'll give you arrow, will give you bow, I'll give you other kavach, armor. To whom? Sudarshan now. We don't know power of Devi. We don't know power of Durga. If she has grace, what is impossible for you? She has accepted as he is my beloved son because he had no support. All the time he was just taking her name. Why? Because you are my only support. There is nobody else in my life. Whom shall I ask? Whom shall I say something? Whom shall I go to? Whom shall I talk to? Whom shall I walk to? Because he has lost his father. Na tato, na mata, na bandhur, na data, na putro, na putri, na bhrityo, na bharta, na jaya, na vidya, na vrittir, mamaiva, gatistvam, tameka bhavani. I have no father, I have no mother, I have no friend, I have no donor, I have no son, I have no daughter, I have no servant, I have no Swami, I have no wife, I have no Vidya, I have no thought. Only you are there. Ananya Vritti was there. Remembering as if nobody is there. Got my point. Remembering is one thing. Supposing I have my Guru. And I have nobody else in my life other than my Guru. If I cry, I have to go to him and cry. If I laugh, I have to grow. If I have to get anything, I have to grow. If I want money, I have to go. If I want knowledge, I have to go. Guru will also think that he has nobody now. He has nobody else. If somebody asks you food, and this person goes to somebody, he can ask somebody else also. So you will never be anxious whether he got the food or not. I have to be there to give him food, otherwise he won't take the food. But if you know, no, if I'm not there, he can take from somebody else also. Then you are not worried about him. He is not in your sankalp. He is not in your sankalp. Because you know that if I don't give him food, he will find a way out. Therefore, in the mother's sankalp, baby is there. Because she knows that nobody can quieten him if he cries. And this was the status of Sudarshan. Day and night. Bhavabdav pare mahadukh bhira. In this ocean, I'm caught up. I'm fallen in this ocean of samsara. Papata prakami pralobhi pramatta. I'm mahakami. I'm mahalobhi. I'm intoxicated person. Kusam kusamsar pasha prabadha sadam. This whole world has taken me into its noose. Gatistvam tvameka bhavani. Where shall I go now? Where shall I go? This was his state. अरे भाई जाके पुण्य करो, पाप करो. न जानami danam न ध्यान yogam. I don't know dhyan, I don't know mantra, I don't know puja. This was his state. Let me go faster now. Then what happened? Then what happened? अरे हमको क्या पता what happened? There was one girl, very good girl. And her name was Shashikala. In her dream, and she was a princess. She was a princess. And dream she came. Who? No. Arey yaar, kya kar rahe ho garbad? In the dream of Shashikala, Devi ji came. Arey bhai, if these things are not there, story can't build up. Some climax has to be there. Now, she said that, there is one devotee of mine, his name is Sudarshan. And he alone should be your husband. And he will give you completeness in your life. And she was such a devoted girl, she just accepted without seeing him. She accepted that he is my husband. Day and night, she used to chant his name now, not Devi's name. But for me, my pati is my husband now. Arey bhaiya, dekh to lo usko. Who is Sudarshan? Bole, no. She had complete faith in Devi also. So she sent one Brahmin to Sudarshan. Like Rukmani ji said. So I think she had not the story of Rukmani. So they are using that. So she sent. So Sudarshan was there doing jap, clean, not clean also. So he said, bhai, kya baat hai? Why you have come? He said, this is the story, and Devi ji told that in the dream that you will become the husband. So I am sure you will get back your kingdom, everything you will get back. He said, okay. Now new thing happened. Wherever Sudarshan was going, people he didn't see. There was a big army around him. Akshaunihi samavrta iva bhati satyajasa. The person is upasana now. Upasana, when an upasak walks, he doesn't walk alone. There's a big paraphernalia around him. They are Devata, they are Pitar, they are Devis Upasak, they are Ganas, unseen are there. It's the power of mantra chanting. But I chant another month, Swamiji, this I don't chant. Any month you chant is same. Don't worry about that. Oh, I thought I will also chant here, Reem. No, whatever month you are chanting is best. Don't worry about that. Oh, thank you so much. Last night I chanted M first time. How many times? 4. Any mantra what you are chanting is the best mantra. Don't worry about that. So anywhere he was walking, who? Sudarshan now. Don't think Upasak is bechara, he has nothing, he does jap. You don't know that power of a mantra. So people saw, hey, armies around him. Hey, horses are, hey, swords are around him. Hey, elephant is moving around him. He said, Sudarshan, around you keep elephant? He said, no, I don't know. Which elephant? He said, no, the lion was seen. He said, I don't know. I don't see lion. But others used to see around him. Pratapo mantra bijasya nanya kaschan bhupate. He said, this is the power of chanting of the mantra. It brings the devata of the mantra in you. And listen, bhai, Vyasji is saying to Janmejaya, there is nothing in this earth which Devi cannot give when she is pleased. Because she can give you everything after that. And this Shashikala, she was tormented. Why? Tormented why? Tell me. Why tormented? By not meeting him. बिना देखे इतना प्यार हो गया. कहीं देख ले तो पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा. When the love is very deep, you don't need too much of seeing, etc. That means past birth they were associated somewhere. Or Deviji must have established connection. She was constantly saying, I want to meet, I want to meet, I want to meet him, I want to see. And her father's name was King Subahu. And he arranged a Swayambar. Swayambar means the kings will come and she has to choose. Swayambar card was given to everybody, all the kings. And she said, why are you organizing Swayambar? Already chosen my husband. He said, but already all the cards are distributed, caterers are announced. Marquee person has been given the contract. Okay, we can cancel them, but how to say no to the invitation now? The kings who have announced they have gone to the tailor and got their the suit also, royal suit. Ab kaise hoga? They went for waxing, etc. also. So you understand Shashikala. Now Shashikala is now going and saying to her mother that I cannot, because by serving and by devoting my husband I will get God. And now on that day slowly all the kings started coming. And in that, to add the spice, Yudhajit also came. Along with Shatrujit. And he said, now if Sudarshan comes, I'll kill him here. Now Sudarshan, so although he was not a king at all, and he had no chariot at all. But Brahman said, no, you should come to that. He said, but I have no chariot, I have not a single soldier. It is the Swayamvar of the kings. I am an ordinary person living in the Rishi's ashram. I am not. He said, no, you have to come. And this girl said, I cannot touch anybody, and if anybody tries to come near, I'll eat poison, I'll burn myself, I'll jump in the ocean. Same these ladies sometimes there when they are upset. So this is there. And she says, I'm not afraid of coming all the kings. See her faith. If Deviji has given me the advice in the dream, she will see that I get married. See the faith. Yahi hota hai. Purer is the heart, more you have faith in your heart. And less ahankar you have, more faith you have. Ahankari person will not have too much of faith. Ahankari person's biggest problem is he can't see anybody as big, including God. Including God, he cannot see anybody big. Forget about Mahatma, they said. She said, no, I'm not worried. Father said, but so many kings are coming. What will happen to my face? He said, that's your problem. What can I do? And as he went, this boy, Sudarshan, her mother blessed him, let Ambika be in front of you, let Bhagavati be right of you, let Durga be behind you, let all Devis protect you. Because you have no astra, you have no weapons in your hand. They always jump on and kill you. He said, don't worry. Wherever dharma is there, victory is there. Now all these kings came. First night was very good, nice dinner was served. Cold drink, hot drink, after coffee, cappuccino, all these things were arranged. So ice cream, etc. Everything was there. बहुत मजा आया उन लोग को. Very happy. अच्छा, next day was Swayamvar. In the night, this girl was with father. He said, what are you doing? He said, tomorrow you have to come. See what you have to do? Nothing you have to do. देखो बेटी, मेरी बेटी, मेरी Shashikala, देखो ऐसा है, the kings will be sitting there, right? You have to take a Jayamal. Just go in front of him. And this boy also will be sitting. Who? Sudarshan. Although he cannot sit with the kings, but I will put his seat somewhere. So you put the Jamal there. What's the problem? She said, what? What are you talking? I'm not a prostitute. Who will? Because I don't want others to see me with their eyes of passion to me. Even in their mind, I don't want to come. Not an easy girl. No. He said, but what can I do? He said, no, I will not see any other boy. As if I had many options and I'm choosing one option. I'm not exercising options. Her idea was too high. He said, in my mind only one man is there, and he is my God. And don't forget about that. He said, but what to do with this? He said, it's your problem, you deal with them. So anyway, I'm cutting the whole thing short. In the night, they had arranged the marriage. When all the kings had gone to sleep, then they called the priest. They called the priest. And the priest organized marriage. Morning when the kings got up, and they said, what is the matter? Why I am seeing Havan Kund, everything there was celebration is going on. The nice fragrance of Havan Kund is coming here. Then the other said, don't she got married? He said, what? What the heaven are you talking? So, what for we have come? So this said, see, I'll give you a lot of gifts, please go back. He said, this is insult. He said, sorry. All got a meeting. They said, we'll kill him on the road. We'll kill Sudarshan on the road. Who thought? All the kings, headed by Yudhajit. He said, I will see that he's not alive. And we'll kidnap her and we'll get married to Shatruyudh. This was their conspiracy. And ultimately, see how the word was. And this boy, Sudarshan, he took that girl and he was going now. As he was going, he saw hundreds of army coming around him to attack him with the swords. And lo, Keyam Divyambara Paridhana Mandara Sraka Susanyuta. They saw that Devi Ji is sitting on a lion in front of Sudarshan. Boliye Durga Maiya ki Jai. This is the power of Upasana. Name Bhakta Pranashyati, Bhagwan says in Gita. Bole, this child of mine has day and night called me, and today if somebody tries to touch him also, let me see. You know not. Devi Ji doesn't need too much of fighting with anybody. You saw in the afternoon class. In 2-3 shots she killed all over. And when she kills, only blood is there. She is very fond of blood. All blood was there all around. And he was awestruck. Sudarshan and Subahu was the father. They offered pranams to, just sit 1 minute. Pranams to Devi Ji. Offered pranams to Devi Ji. Don't think your devotion is something small. Because when he saw a lot of army coming, who? Sudarshan, he just closed his eyes. He said, Ma, hey Ma, I am alone here. Please come. And both husband and wife said the same thing. She killed everybody in hardly few seconds. It was a fast delivery, quick delivery. This was a story. And Devi is standing there. He said, Sudarshan, Subahu, nobody can touch you. For years you have done my upasana. You have not asked anything from anybody. You had no bad will from anybody in this world. You never talked false also. You never saw anybody's fault also. You were expelled from the kingdom. You never thought about your stepbrother why he is ruling there. You have no animosity towards anybody in this world also. I am there around you. Nobody can touch you. This is the power of Durga Upasana. Let me see who can come in your life. For anybody. If you are dharmic, if you have done some upasana, and you are egoless, whole power of the world will be protecting you from all sides. That Durga Puja we are celebrating. Don't think I have nobody. हम अकेले पड़ गए. अरे क्या अकेले पड़ गए? भगवान नहीं क्या तुम्हारे साथ? He said, listen. On Ashtami, Chaturdashi, Navami, if anybody does my puja and upasana, I'll be very pleased. And in Navaratri, if anybody does my puja and talks about this Bhagavad, I'll be very pleased with that person. And anybody who thinks about Bhagavad, anybody who listens to these glories of mine, my powers will be with him only. He said, Ma, what is your Agnya? He said, now go and you will be the king now. And now he goes there, and what happens, you will see tomorrow.
सत्संग हमारी बुद्धि में राइट डेटा देता है, राइट फेथ देता है, राइट रेफरेंसेस बनाता है, एक मापदंड पैदा करता है. देखो, दिस इज द वे टू रिस्पॉन्ड हियर. काफी माइंड को जो जंगल की तरह है उसमें ट्रेनिंग करता है.